Hey YouTube, Ebsy here. Wanted to go over the patch 1.3 and how PS4 players specifically should prepare. The same can be rolled out to Xbox players, but Xbox already have the update, so it's not going to be particularly useful for them right now. But for PS4 players, we've got a couple more days until the patch drops. It's currently Sunday, and some people are asking, what should we prepare? What should we do to be ready for this patch to drop? So I've compiled a few things just to go over, only in this quick video, just to go over what you should be doing, what items you need on your player, and what items you shouldn't be too worried about going forwards. I'm sure they will make a difference, but certain things you shouldn't be worrying about right now. So I thought I'd go over that just to get very clear and help everyone out, just so that we're ready for when the patch drops on Tuesday. Cool. So first thing I want to talk about, and it's something that some people have said has worked on Xbox and some people have said hasn't, is the high-end and gear set weapons caches, or gear caches, from the Dark Zone. Some people stockpiled these from the Dark Zone to get as many as they could, so that when the patch dropped on Xbox, they had 30 or 40 or however many to then open. You open them straight away, and before the patch you were getting gear set items, 4 gear set pieces, which is great, but obviously they were the old existing gear set items. So now, opening them up, there's a likelihood that you're going to get the new gear set. Now, there's also a likelihood that the gear score that you're going to get attached to that piece is going to be higher. The same thing's going to apply to high-end stuff. So alright, you're not going to get gear set items from high-end, but the likelihood is that some of those guns and pieces of gear may well have the new gear set score. So it's worth definitely keeping hold of as many of those as you can, preparing them for when the patch drops. And then day one, Tuesday, for PS4 players, we're going to smash them all open and hopefully gain some nice pieces of gear. So second, we're going to go on to Division Tech. So this is going to be super useful for collecting it, and it's going to be used throughout. So it's definitely going to be worth jumping into the Dark Zone for a couple of hours just while you're grinding for those gear set caches and trying to get some Division Tech. Now, from the highest Dark Zone area, every single box that you open up within the Dark Zone is going to contain a high-end Division Tech. So keep hold of as many of those you can. I know people have got quite a lot at the minute, so it's not going to be super helpful, but it's definitely worth thinking about if you haven't got a lot. So next is going to be Phoenix credits. So these are super easy to get hold of right now. People are not really using them. People are not buying stuff with them, knowing that the patch was coming. So a lot of people are either capped or getting up to being capped. I know I'm pretty close. It's definitely worth keeping hold of as many of these as you can. Now, in other games in the past, week 1 on a new patch will often give you a pretty good gun or a fairly good gun. They roll out good guns straight away for those who did grind out for Phoenix credits and things. So definitely get as many Phoenix credits as you can. You never know what's going to drop. A gun or a piece of gear might drop that is way better than everything else. We remember the Galahorn from Destiny. That happened. A lot of people missed out on it, thinking it was just some stupid pea shooter rocket launcher. No, that wasn't, and everyone knew how that panned out. So that's definitely worth keeping hold of Phoenix credits. Next thing's going to be materials for crafting. So inevitably, some of the new gear is going to go into crafting blueprints, and to be able to craft them, you need as many crafting materials as possible. Now, we've all got old gear, we've all got loads of old purple stuff. If you're not already breaking them down, it's probably worth breaking them down for them materials, because you can then raise them up to the high-end materials and have as many as you can ready to smash on Tuesday. Super useful. Next thing is going to be credits and Dark Zone funds. So these are going to be super useful for all of your purchases in the Dark Zone or purchases outside of the Dark Zone. Again, you never know what's going to drop. You don't know what attachments are going to drop for your guns or any of that cool stuff. So it's definitely worth having as many credits and Dark Zone funds as you can. I know that Dark Zone funds are a little bit harder to get because it involves, going into the Dark Zone and getting pretty good, sessions in the Dark Zone to be able to really gain a lot. But it's definitely worth doing. You're definitely gonna need them. So that's super useful. The last thing I'm gonna say is don't worry too much right this second about your build. So people have been grinding out builds for, weeks and months while the game's been out, and to be honest, right now all the new stuff's coming, it's not going to be super useful, so I would probably say give that a miss right now. Don't worry too much about your build. Don't worry if your DPS is a bit low or if your toughness is a bit low. It doesn't matter. On Tuesday there's going to be new gear, everyone's going to be grinding towards a new thing. We know when the Reckless chest disappeared, that changed things for a lot of people. A lot of people were angry that it had gone. A lot of people didn't understand why it had gone. It hadn't gone, it had just been corrected. So that was a separate issue, but it's definitely going to change things on Tuesday. So the likelihood is we're all going to go towards a new build. There will be no 3-piece Sentry, 3-piece Striker, or any of the other crazy builds that people use. It's going to be totally new. So again, don't worry too much about, oh, look at these cool gloves I just got. That's great, but those cool gloves might not be that cool on Tuesday. You might get something better. So yeah, that's the kind of guide that I was thinking of doing. I'm definitely going to be working towards this for the next few days to make sure that I am up there on Tuesday, so that when that patch drops, I can buy everything that I need to. So yeah, I hope this was useful. I hope this information helped you out. If it did, or if you just liked the video, drop me a like and sub the channel as well. I lost a few subs during the recent purge for YouTube. Kind of hit me a bit hard, so I'm definitely looking to build that back up. So if you like the video, definitely smash that sub button. Cool. Alright, hope to see you soon. And if you want a game or a session in game, drop me a friend request. I'm always open to playing on PS4 with anyone. I play loads of different games. It's not just The Division. But yeah, drop me an invite or tweet me, and we can set up some games. Cool. I'll catch you guys later.